Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I just kind of had this idea of sharing with y'all how to get started homeschooling. Now, I know I did a whole series on the steps that you can take to get started homeschooling, but some people just want to be told what to do precisely. Like, give me the curriculum, give me the plan, give it to me so I just can go home and implement it myself, and that's it. And that's understandable because, homeschooling can be overwhelming, and all of the steps that I broke down for you step by step, even though they were in, small bite-sized pieces, those specific pieces, some of them can be very overwhelming. Choosing curriculum, figuring out your homeschool day and the order and schedule and everything, and just sharing my own way of how I schedule out our day can be very overwhelming for some people. And sometimes you just want to be told what to do and how to do it because this is your first time and you just need somebody to guide you. And basically, it's the next best thing of doing it for you, right? So I thought in this video today that I would just tell you exactly what you need and exactly what to do to get started homeschooling right away, and that you don't have to do all the steps that I shared in my how to get started homeschooling series. You just take what I'm going to give you right now, and then you get the supplies, you go home and you get started. And so that is what I'm going to share with you today. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's, how to get started homeschooling and this is how you do it. Or I don't know. I'll find a good title for this video, but that is my idea, and so I hope that you enjoy it. This is obviously for those who just feel overwhelmed in a homeschooling process. They know they want to homeschool, but they don't know where to start, and they need somebody to give them what they need to get started so that they can get their feet wet, and then from there, figure it out on their own, and then maybe go and do their own thing in their own way. So first of all, if you're new here, my name is Sheraya Maurice, and I'm a homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos, ages 2, 4, and 6. Is that right? Yeah. And I like sharing videos on how you can save time, money, and your sanity in homeschooling. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, then be sure and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the little bell icon so that you can be notified of my latest videos. And now let's get into how to start homeschooling. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to just get your curriculum. You're going to need a reading, a writing, and a math curriculum. Now, this is where it can be really overwhelming, but I'm going to make it super simple and just tell you what you need, okay? I'm just going to give it to you. Now, of course, this is my own personal recommendation, and anything that I recommend from here on out, you can take it or leave it, of course. And you can start the curriculum, but then decide later that you don't like it, and then you can try something else. That's totally fine. But this is just, like I said, a video to tell you what to do so that you can get started on your own. So the first thing that you'll need to get is a reading curriculum. Now, I highly recommend the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts, level K to whatever grade your child is in. So these recommendations are generally for the elementary grades. I feel like that's what I can most speak on because I am in the elementary grade levels trenches right now. And so that's what I am most familiar with and can share confidently with you what needs to be done, what you need to do. So I'm thinking pre-K, 4 years old up to 3rd grade, really. So like 8 or 9 years old-ish, okay? Let's not get caught up into the, grade level issues. Somebody asked me recently, just as a side note, what grade my son was in. Actually, they asked my son, and he's like, and I'm like, oh, we homeschool, so we don't really do grades. And she's like, oh. And so then I felt the need to kind of explain, like, well, he's in 1st grade math, but he's still in kindergarten reading. So he's kind of like K first, somewhere around there. I didn't need to do that, but I just felt compelled to, just like to prove, I guess, that I'm homeschooling him well. I don't know. That was weird. But anyways, homeschooling problems, right? So anyways, you're going to need a reading curriculum. And let me tell you what, language arts, with the good and the beautiful is just totally the best thing for you because it's open and go, which means you open the book and they give you the exact words to read to your child. So no homeschooling experience necessary. They tell you exactly what to say. You just read it word for word, and then they have the questions built into there, and then you work with your child on the subject you're doing. So that would be for language arts. And they walk you through the whole thing. So Can't highly recommend it enough. Bonus points. It is totally free on their website. I will link it down below for you. You can go over there right now, download it to your computer and print it off and be ready to start tomorrow if you want to. So The Good and the Beautiful for language arts. Now for writing, I personally recommend A Reason for Handwriting. They use scripture to practice their writing, so you're actually writing something beautiful and good and true, right? And so A Reason for Handwriting is great, and it's just a solid program, a curriculum that's already laid out for you. All you have to do is open it, hand the page to your child, and have them copy or trace or whatever level they are in. So like I said, elementary grades, you're looking at level K, and then they go by the alphabet, so A, B, or C. From there, I think C is when they start getting into cursive. So if you're not wanting to do cursive, then stick to A or B and go from there. And now for math, you're going to need a math curriculum. Once again, I go back to The Good and the Beautiful. They have a solid math program, and it's free on their website. So you can do the same thing. You can go to their website, download whatever level that your child is in. Now, I will say that you will want to do the assessment test to see where your child is at. Now, if you're at the beginning and you're doing like their preschool or their primer K or kindergarten prep program, then you're already set and you don't need to really place them. They will learn through the program. But if your kid is in like kindergarten or first grade and you're not really sure where they're at in their math, then do their placement test and see where they're at. They recently have updated a lot of their curriculum, and math has been one of those that they have updated. And so you definitely want to take the placement test just to see where your child is at and where they need to start. And then from there, download the curriculum, print it off, and you're ready to go. Now, I will make a note about printing. If you don't have a good quality printer that uses up a lot of ink or not a lot of ink or whatever, you can go and get it printed at a print shop. If you want it for free, then you're still gonna have to pay for printing. And if you have to pay for printing, then I would say just order it from the Good and the Beautiful website as a bound spiral book and have it shipped to you, because I think that you're gonna end up spending the same amount. Even if you downloaded it for free and printed it off, if you don't have a printer system that saves you money, then if you take it to a print shop, you're going to spend just as much to print it yourself as you would had you bought the curriculum from their website. I'd say if that's your case, then just pay it's cheap too. I think it's like $30 or less for their curriculum. So pay that cost and go from there. So that's my advice to you on printing. Now, I have the HP Instant Ink program, and so printing for me, I pay a monthly fee of like $5, and I have so many 100 pages of printing allowed in that time frame, and I have rollover pages. So I'll link a link down for you in the description box so that you can read more about that program, because it's pretty awesome. And if you are a homeschooling family, you definitely need a good printer and ink situation, because you're going to be printing a lot. So don't go spending all sorts of money on a bunch of ink when you can get this program. Now, you might need to get a new printer, but for us, we had to get a new printer, but the cost of the printer was well worth the money we were saving in ink. So I'll just say that. I'll leave the link down for you so you can check that out as well in case you're interested in doing that. So you're getting started homeschooling. You've got your reading, writing, and math. Good and the Beautiful for reading and math, or language arts and math, and then A Reason for Handwriting for writing. So your curriculum is set. All you have to do then is, when it comes time to school, you open up the book. You're going to do math today. Okay, so then you read straight from the book the lesson to your child and work with them through it. The same for the reading language arts course. And then for handwriting, you can hand them the whole book, or you can take out the sheet of paper and give it to them so that they can write straight from there. Those are your main core work, as I like to call them, that you want to focus on and make sure you get done every day or every other day, however your schedule allows. Now, to add in the extra, or the riches, that's what Charlotte Mason groups call it, the riches. of like art and poetry and music and read alouds, good books and stuff, you're gonna wanna start a morning basket. And so what you're gonna do then is you're gonna go to, I think it's pambarnhill.com, and she has already put together a sample, it's I think a month of morning time basket options for you. So all you have to do, it's free. You go to her website, put in your name and your email, and then she will email you a month worth of morning time basket plans straight to your inbox. You don't have to do any thinking. You just print it out, or you can look on your phone or your computer or whatever and take note of everything that you need that she suggests in her morning time plan. You can go to the library, you can go buy the books. I'd prefer going to the library because you save money, right? And then you just get started. She even includes block scheduling plans or loop scheduling plans. And so that will also help you to kind of get used to the idea of scheduling your school days. If you want to do your reading lessons every single day, or your writing lessons every other day or something, you can utilize her recommendations for loop scheduling and block scheduling, so that it's all done for you. You don't have to worry about it. And that's it, y'all. That's really, it's that simple, and that's all I suggest to do to get started homeschooling with me telling you what to do. This is what you should do, right? So you print off the Good and the Beautiful, or you purchase the Good and the Beautiful spiral bound math and language arts. You purchase the Reason for Handwriting curriculum, which according to the level that your child is at, take the assessment tests for math and language arts, of course, in the Good and the Beautiful, and then you initiate a morning basket. Now you can do the morning basket anytime you want in the day. It doesn't have to be morning. It could be in the afternoon during nap time for your baby, or it could be in the morning right when you wake up, maybe while you're having breakfast. It just depends on your preference there. So, I mean, I can only give you so much exact, this is what you do. You do have the freedom to choose how you spend your day, right? And how, in the order of events that you do it. So reading, writing, and math are really simple to get started with, and getting a morning time basket going and having the plans laid out for you is just the easiest and fastest way to get started. Then once you do this plan for a while, you realize that it's not actually as hard as you might have thought it was in the first place, or as overwhelming. Or you realize that this style isn't my thing, and then you can really hone in on what your style is, and then be able to find curriculum that meet those styles. So I hope that this video helped you and kind of gave you some, a place of reference, a place to start, so that you can get in and get started and discover for yourself that homeschooling doesn't have to be as overwhelming and stressful as you make it up in your mind. These curriculums and this plan that I laid out for you pretty much does everything for you. It's just a matter of you getting the curriculum, getting the materials for your morning basket, and putting it together, and then living it out. And so this is truly, in my opinion, the easiest and fastest way to do it without having to think or make any really big decisions about it. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if this is something that you needed, if this gave you the confidence that you felt you needed to get started. Let me know how you feel. I'd love to hear from my subscribers, and it always makes me happy to know that what I'm putting out there is helping y'all. So I love to hear from you. Let me know down below what you thought. Be sure and subscribe if you're not already, and don't forget to hit that notification, the little bell icon, so that you can be notified of my newest videos. I will pop up in your subscriptions feed so that you can easily find my new content. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.